Yes, people, happy Monday. Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. This is something I've wanted to do for years, but never had the confidence to do it. But now I'm at a point in my life where I want to do it. Let's go for it. Basically, this channel's predominantly going to be around health and fitness and mindset, growing your mindset, becoming better in yourself, going to the gym, nutrition, and I thought I'd just share my journey in the gym and my progression and how I do things on a day-to-day basis. When being younger, I've found massive comfort in watching other people's YouTube channels around fitness, nutrition, training, watching them going to the gym, how they cook their meals, what their training looks like, and that's ultimately how I started in the gym and how I learned. So yeah, for me personally, that's what I want to do. And if I can motivate anybody to get up, go to the gym, or feel better in their day, then I've done a great job, and that'll make me happy. I've come to a point where I'd never film myself do something like this before, but life's too short, and if you want to go for something, go for it. And I want other people to do the exact same as me and be in the exact same mindset. I've spoke about on my Instagram this year, faced some big issues around my mental and physical health. I was struggling with really bad anxiety, panic attacks every single day and night. There was times I couldn't leave the house. I couldn't even drive my car. It's quite hard to even speak about it as I was in such a bad headspace. And luckily now I've come out of the other end of it and I feel really good. I still do have me bad days, but overall I do feel really good. I want to be able to motivate people to do the same, and if they're in a bit of a bad headspace, just to speak about it to their family or friends. And there's nothing wrong with being down or in a bad headspace, and it's good to speak about it. And I'm putting myself out there and being vulnerable, speaking about it, just so that other people can do the same and reach out for help as well, because that's something I had to do, and thankfully I done that. Whereas sadly a lot of people in today's day and age don't speak out about it, and the statistics sadly don't lie. A lot of people sadly take their own life, and it's something that's truly just horrible. And so yeah, I want to put a positive spin on it, and I want to motivate people to go to the gym and share my journey. I've also, throughout the last couple of years, learned a lot about myself, and I realised a lot of the things I've been doing in life don't actually align with who I am as a person in terms of my job role, stuff like that. So I'm currently in the transition of making the change, and I want to become a full-time online fitness coach. I love helping people. I love the gym. I think this is something I'd wake up every day and feel fulfilled in, make me feel like I'm making a difference, and that makes me happy inside. So that's something I'm going after and in the process of doing. I think a lot of people spend their life unfulfilled, unhappy with their situation, and just accepting it, just going through the motions. If there's a job you don't like, or any living situation, environment, people go through life, and yes, it is hard, it might not be easy to change, but in order to feel happier, then you must go for it. Personally, I've always struggled with self-belief as well. I believe a lot of people have like limiting beliefs. You can actually do a lot when you put your mind to it, but inside we set limiting beliefs on ourselves that what we can actually achieve. That's something that I've always struggled with, self-doubt. And now finally I'm come to the realisation that if I want something in life, I've got to go after it no matter what. I want to just share my experience and motivate people, and even discuss topics like anxiety or panic attacks and help other people if they're going through that same thing, because it's such an awful thing to go through. But if there is anyone out there who's experiencing them things, it's okay, you can get through it. So that's the main thing, and that's a message I want to spread. I want to shed light to people's days, and if someone can take one thing away from any video that I make, then that'll make me extremely happy. Another thing I found, I feel like every time I've got a good consistent routine with the gym, I'm eating good, then my mindset and my mental health's always at its best. And it's easier said than done when you're in a really bad headspace. It's about small wins. For example, when I was really bad, like it was a challenge even going out of the house. So for someone who's in such a bad mental headspace, even jumping in the shower, something as small as that, if you physically can't do it, or having some food, it could be such a massive thing to someone who's in a really bad headspace. But it's about those little wins. But on the bigger picture, I've always found that I feel at my best when I'm in the gym, I'm training and I'm focused. And if there's any times I've veered off track, and if I've been more in a bad mindset or had other stress in my life, I haven't been as consistent with the gym, and that's something that it's so important to keep up with, because motivation isn't going to always be there, but you need a discipline. And there'll be days where you don't want to go to the gym and it could be the last thing you want to do, but I know in my mind every time I do that I feel good. There's times where I finish like an extremely long day at work, really late, snowing, horrible weather, and I felt like crap, and I've went for a run down the beach and I felt amazing after. I feel like literally buzzing. However, before that, I felt half asleep, I felt zapped, drained full of energy. I could have just hopped into bed. And it's them little wins with your mindset and yourself when you really don't want to do it and nobody's watching. If you didn't go for that run, you didn't go for that gym session, you didn't eat clean, or you veered off track, nobody know. But really, it's a little win with yourself and your mindset. You'll definitely see a difference. Make healthy habits. When it comes to Monday, don't just roll out of bed and roll into work or roll on your laptop half asleep. Get up earlier. Don't overcomplicate it. I see so many people in this day and age online saying you need to do ridiculous things. Get up at 3 a.m, go for a run, cold shower. You don't need all those things, but you need small structured routine that you can stick to every single day that'll make you feel good. Get up earlier, so plan your week ahead so you're not rushing around. Anyways, I'm not going to go on too much. I hope everyone has a wicked week and absolutely smashes it.